Alright, hello everybody, welcome to IA Command, and we have another highlights video. We're going to be going over, once again, week 2 to 3 highlights. This is going to be part 2. I did part 1 last week on Friday. Didn't have time to get through all the log files I wanted to, so hopefully we can finish up strong with this one. So, let's get into it here. We've got some E-Webs and Scout Troopers with Zion's Finest. On the Scout Troopers, not on the E-Web. Playing against Mando, Bosk, Onar, and Cad Bane. And let's scoot it down a little bit. So let's see. This one I wanted to highlight because... where is it? Oh yeah, we saw some really good E-Web play here, I felt like. So E-Web moving around using that deployment placement and then the officer. And I also feel like we got to see some really good Scout Trooper play in this game. So you can see the Scout Trooper player spreading his scouts along the map so that they're not clumped up, and they're going to be hard for the other player to get close enough to attack since they have that camouflage ability. And we see the Bosk player is going to be clumping up against the fountain door, and then we just missed it, but the E-Web just placed an Overwatch token using the Overwatch attachment, which is 0 points in Season 8, down from 1 point, on that fountain door. So if any figures move up to that doorway, they're going to get attacked. They're going to get hit by a free attack from the E-Web, as long as the E-Web player keeps that line of sight lane clear for the E-Web. And so they're in kind of a tough spot here. The Bosk player is in a tough spot. So we saw Thrawn get rid of height and reflexes. Now the Bosk player does something clever here, though. He moves the Bosk up against the door so that when the door opens, that's not going to trigger Overwatch. When a door opens and a figure is already standing next to it, it's only when a figure moves into a space that's on or adjacent to the Overwatch token. So this Scum player has positioned their Bosk nicely so that they're going to be able to get the line of sight they need onto either he's not going to be... No, he can't hit either of those Scout Troopers from there. So we see the take initiative, negation. But the Overwatch token still really controlling that doorway. As soon as that focused Scout Trooper gets off of that terminal, the only way the Scum player is going to be able to get line of sight is to move next to that Overwatch token. Alright, so we're going to get to see some E-Web action here. We've got Bosk going first, though. We're going to play Tools for the Job on it should have been a focused attack there, but that is going to kill the Scout Trooper straight up. And now we're going to see a Scout Trooper making an attack on Mando here. Automatically weakening with that Find Weakness ability. Doesn't stop the block token, though. Does get to reroll since Mando is now weakened, so Exploit Weakness lets them reroll against a target that has a harmful condition applied. Of course, the other thing, they can also add a Surge instead of weakening. So that, of course, builds up when you've got 2 attacking. And now we see Mando moving up to the door with the child there. Going to remove that 1 damage that he took from that attack. And we see Thrawn getting rid of the 2-point card for Cad Bane. Scout Trooper here going to take a shot at this Jawa with Element of Surprise. And that is a dead Jawa. Didn't bother to go for the weaken, went for the +1 Surge on that one. So really good play with the Scouts here, keeping them, again, very spread out. So even though that one died, it's going to be very difficult for the Scum player to get close enough to the other Scout Troopers because of how spread out they are. But here we are seeing an attack from, must be either Onar or Cad Bane. That was Onar. Attacking the courier droid. Now we're seeing Iden activating, performing an attack on Bosk. From, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, range 9. She does get +4 accuracy, though. So that's going to be not quite enough unless she has a surge for accuracy. Oh, which she does, so she can totally hit that. So 2 damage to Bosk there with the block token and +1 block. So we are seeing Bosk in action. Quite tanky with those extra armor tokens. Alright, Cad Bane moving himself with I make the rules now on the officer activation, and it looks like the E-Web is just going to go ahead and double move right up to the edge of the door there. And I feel like we're doing just kind of a game log review here. But it looks like we are going to see the E-Web activating, shooting at... must be shooting at the courier droid. Oh, so I think they used Overwatch on the courier droid, which, let's see, does that work? Because the courier droid is not a figure. Courier droids trip people up because they're talked about in the rules, like on the mission card, like it's a figure, but it's not actually a figure. It doesn't say anywhere in the rules that it's a figure. Let's see. When a hostile figure enters a space on adjacent... Yeah, so that shouldn't have happened. So they triggered it off the courier droid entering that Overwatch token. That should not have happened. If it was the Senator mission on Coruscant Senate office, that would have worked, because those are hostile figures. But alright, so now we've got a Scout Trooper going to attack Mando, who plays Iron Will. Takes 3 damage and becomes weakened. Just enough for Onar to play extra protection here. Gonna come up and take a shot at the E-Web, who spends a block power token. Terrible roll for Onar, doesn't even make accuracy there. Second shot from the Scout Troopers deals 1 damage, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pierce 1, so 6 damage. Okay, Honor activating, gonna attack the E-Web for 3 damage, and then pushes Aiden. That should not work either. That's not adjacent because of the black wall right there, so Onar cannot rush. Yeah, there we go, puts him back. And rushes the Scout Trooper instead. And it looks like we've got the E-Web activating to attack Bosk. Oh, he's attacking, he's attacking Mando. And Mando plays parry, but that's going to get negated. So E-Web taking out Mando there. Really good positioning here with that E-Web. And now we see Bosk going for the attack on the E-Web. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pierce 2. So just 6. So it's going to do 2 damage. Yeah, that E-Web is tough with the Zillow technique backing it up, plus the +1 block that's innate to it. And we've got, looks like Thrawn activating, getting rid of a card. Gonna shoot at Cad Bane for 6 damage. And now Cad Bane gonna come up and take a focus shot here at the E-Web, which means he gets to swap a dice color, and he gets to get a power token. So it looks like he's using a surge power token there. And going to do, wow, that's going to be a lot. Surge for +2, so it's actually 8 damage going through, and he already has 2 health, so opportunistic there. So there we got to see some nice play. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to go to the next game because we spent a lot of time on that game. Next one is going to be this one. Alright, so we're going to look at some Cad Bane gameplay here. So let's fast forward through all of this until we see Cad Bane activating. And we'll put his card on the table. Oh, I gotta become a player. there is Baze. So he did get a block token there from the Jet Trooper who could see him. Now we see the Echo Troopers and the Snow Troopers are trading fire here. And now we've got Baze activating. Here we go. Alright, so he looks like he has gotten his 2 power tokens from these 2 Snow Troopers that could see him. Gonna move 1 space so he can use his 2 actions for focused attack, for assault. That should have been a blue instead of a green. Not sure if they're catching that. But he did get a surge, so, and he's got +1 surge, it looks like, from... Where is that coming from? Oh, maybe he did... Oh, I think he used covering fire on Baze there. Yeah, Baze is not a trooper, so that is incorrect. So I think we're seeing some mistakes too, but it's good to talk about these because it's important for players to realize, and it's easy to make mistakes. It's easy to miss these things when it's new cards. They're brand new. Some cards feel like a certain trait to some people. Some cards, people overlook the words, but Baze is not a trooper, so you cannot use covering fire on him to make him hidden, but that's what they did here. They also rolled the wrong dice, red, yellow, green. He's in red, yellow, blue, probably because he was focused before, and then Doubt got rid of that. There we go, they caught it. So there's the green gone, replaced by a blue. Hopefully they also catch that he cannot be hidden by covering fire. Nope. So I'm going to attack again, and again, doesn't have that surge. So this is what I was telling the committee, like, I've noticed Baze struggles to get surges, it seems. He does roll a lot of damage though, so he doesn't often get that cleave or blast one. But deals 4 damage to the Snow Trooper. Now Kane is going to attack with the Focus Snow Trooper using Firing Squad. And Baze takes just 3 damage. Another focused attack from another Snow Trooper. Takes 4 more damage. Now 3PO moves up to give Distracting. And Baze is just tanking a lot of hits here. So this is a new round. We've got this is the next round, and so Baze goes down, but he survives with his command card Final Stand since he has not activated this round yet. So able to recover 2, and he gets to attack. You should only be able to move and attack, or move or attack. It's not move and attack, it's move or attack. So that's important. And that was important because we wanted to make sure that he got something out of the card, even if he didn't have a target he could see. So he should have been 3 spaces further away, but he does get a surge here, attacking this Snow Trooper, but it gets cancelled. That's what I mean. And so 5 damage to the Snow Trooper before he goes down. So that was something that you might see Baze doing. Let's see, the next one. I think we saw Kai. Oh no, we didn't see this one yet. Let's look at this game. So we get to see some Boba Fett and Gar Saxon action. We've got an IG-88 list with Cad Bane, MHD, and Onar up against a Super Commando Boba Gar Saxon list. And let's see. Okay, so here we go. So here's where the action kind of starts. We've got Boba has moved up, and that has allowed IG to come and get an attack on him. So IG attacking Boba. No extra armor here for Boba, but a great roll. So it looks like no damage. 2 damage to Boba there. And he did have to discard a card for Relentless. And then IG-88 going to play Blaze of Glory, so going to be able to reactivate here and attack twice. Yep, there we go. So Relentless again, and we're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 more damage into Boba there, and then the third attack. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 more damage into Boba. Takes him down to 3 health. Yeah, 3 IG-88 attacks will do that, even to somebody like Boba Fett. And now we go into round 2. So it's going to be the Boba Fett players, the IG-88 players initiative here. So really great for the IG-88 player. And then we see Just Business being played. So this is the 1-point command card for a scum leader. And as long as the leader is within 3 spaces of a friendly scum figure, that figure has professional while it's attacking. So the Jawa's playing it, so that's nice. So that we've talked about how that's been really good with IG-88 so far. And it looks like the Boba player was able to take initiative back. We're going to flamethrower here. Gets rid of tools from the job from the IG-88 player and targeting network. So that's actually a good card to go to the discard pile for the droid player. Weakens both of them, but he's going to use Punishing Strike, which lets him exhaust before he deals a harmful condition. And that is going to let him change that harmful condition to anything he wants. So he's going to change the weaken on IG-88 to a stun. Also playing Overrun here, so it gets 2 damage on IG-88 and the Jawa. So very good that he should have played Overrun first, so it's good that the Jawa player took the strain, not as damage. Now going to play Toxic Dart to deal 1 more strain to IG-88 here. So now he is stunned and weakened. And going to attack IG-88 with Wild Attack. And he would be within range 4 of Gar Saxon to share those surges, but another evade rolled for IG-88 here, so no surges going through on this one. He is going to cancel the block. Interesting he didn't cancel the evade there. I think he would have actually dealt more damage if he had been able to allowed himself to surge for +2, right? So he does deal 7, and then Opportunistic allows him to get 3 movement points, and he goes back to be next to Gar Saxon, which forces IG-88 to retreat back to MHD and R2-D2. I think we have one more part of this game we want to see, which is going to be Onar. Yeah, so we've got some super commandos doing super commando things. Onar comes up, rushes Boba out of the way, and now going to take a shot on Gar Saxon. So there's been some talk about Gar Saxon and if he's too squishy at 8 health for a 6-point figure. And I think this was part of it. This was an early game in the season, or maybe round 2, where a focused Onar with no cards is able to one-shot Gar Saxon there. Now note he did not have his combat shield active. The Gar Saxon player didn't give him any power tokens, so definitely 8 health too low for a 6-point figure if you don't have any defense bonuses, which the hope is that you do have a block token on Gar, either through extra armor or something like Thrawn, or you've gotten an early attack to give him a block token. But definitely something we're looking at. So that's going to be it for that one. Let's see. Got some Nexu coming up here. Playing on the old Coruscant landfill map, where you pick up the crates. Lots of difficult terrain. And the doors are locked, so you actually have to damage these doors. Fun list with Chewie, Saska, Afra, Jin Odan, Mern, and then playing against a double Nexu, HKs, Lothcats, Afra, Jabba, and Bib Fortuna. So good old beast machines. So we've got the Lothcats giving evade tokens to the Nexu, which is great with their cunning ability. Nexu goes up to the door. Normally Nexu can't interact with doors because they're non-sentient, but these doors can be attacked, so they can slash at those doors. HK is able to shoot the door through the Nexu thanks to that priority target ability and opens it up. Alright, now we've got a Nexu moving all the way over with Beast Tamer, making use of that mobile to get through the terrain there, and then pounce to perform an attack on Jin Odon. Automatically bleeds her and deals 4 damage there. And it sounds like that is the end of the round. So going into round 2, are we going to see a Ferocity or something? We see Tough Luck revealed off of, I'm guessing, yep, Black Market. So I'm going to draw that. And going to excavate Personal Energy Shield from the Afra side to the Rebel side. This is the card for Technicians that gives them Cunning and gives them an evade token for 1 point. Jin's not a technician, so definitely can't do that. So as we can see here, again, we're seeing some minor misplays from folks not quite reading the cards. I'm sure Jin feels like a technician to players, so that's what's happening here. So Jin now going after the Nexu, who rolls a dodge, and going to, looks like, use Sidewinder to get out of there and be next to 3PO. Not going to be next to 3PO. But he did position Jin so that the Nexu can't attack her. Because the only places the Nexu could be are here and here, and he can't fit in any of these other spaces except maybe here and here. He could if he goes all the way over here. So can he do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he could totally pounce and get at Jin, actually. So yeah, he didn't quite get her out of the way. Oh, nice. Going to use Survival Instincts, which gives them +1 +1 block, +1 evade until the end of the round, which is really great with the Nexu's Cunning, which gives them an extra block for each evade result. But that Nexu not going to go for Jin here. Going to go after, looks like 3PO. Oh no, he's going for Chewbacca, which makes sense because Personal Energy Shield was played incorrectly on Jin Odon there, so doesn't want to go for Jin if she's got that. That is way too strong with Jin Odon, by the way, and Han. There's no way we would have let that go through. To have double Cunning on a figure is insane. But really good with Chewbacca, so I'm not surprised to see that card in the list here. Does get the auto cleave from the Nexu onto 3PO, so cleave 2 and does 3 damage to Chewie. And 3PO are going to focus Jin and stay next to Chewbacca. Alright, now we get to see Saska in action. We've not really seen her yet, and I don't know who has the device token from her. Let's see. I should just have this up so you guys can see. But yeah, there's Jin. Oh, you guys can't see her. Player 3. There we go. So there is Jin, or not Jin, there's Saska. And she is going to be attacking this Nexu, who seems is not going to bother spending that token. Bit of a disrespect to Saska here. And I think she is actually going to get some damage in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, range 7. She's got 5 on the dice, +2, and then yeah, she gets the Surge Through for +2 damage. Oh, he's going to go for the Weaken and the Stun. Let's see. I don't... Oh, she's got a +1 Surge. Oh, she's hidden from Mern. Okay, so she's getting 2 Surges through, so... Gonna do +1 damage, +2 damage, and Weaken and Stun. And I'm gonna play Toxic Dart here on the other Nexu, who is discarding Ferocity to the Strain, and also becomes weakened. So that's gonna move up next to Afra and Jin Odon. And let's see. We've got X activating. Going to get quick drawed by Jin Odon here. So Jin Odon has the device token because we see that she is now rerolled into a blue, trying to get some accuracy going. But it looks like she does not get what she was looking for there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, not even close. So that's going to be a miss. Now we're going to see this Nexu get rid of the bleed, move up with Beast Tamer, and pounce over to attack black dice. So it must be Mern, and then is playing Pack Alpha. Did he forget to cleave 2 onto 3PO? No, there goes 3PO to the cleave 2 from the Nexu. Nexu, I'll remind you, has only been recosted. We've only minus 1 point. And I think they've been quite competent, quite good actually. So now we're going to have Chewbacca coming up. Free slam for 1 extra damage, and then going to attack with +1 damage. But it looks like they forgot the +1 damage from Wookiee Avenger. And did spend the evade token, so it gets +1 block. So that's going to be doing surge for +2. Should be doing 4. Should be doing 5 damage, but I think he only did 4. Bib. Mern gonna hide Jin Odon. Dr. Afra gonna come up and open the door there. Now the rebel Dr. Afra gonna take a shot at the Nexu, who does not have its evade token anymore, so that Nexu is gonna go down. We've got HKs coming in now as pinch hitters shooting at Mern. HKs kill Mern. Chewbacca plays Debts Repaid. And now we see Chewbacca attacking the Nexu. Again, forgets the +1 damage from Wookiee Avenger. So with the evade token, or no, it's a block token on the Nexu, but does get the cunning bonus. Now, the cunning bonus actually doesn't trigger here because of weaken, so that's important to remember. So weaken really good on cunning figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be doing 5 damage here. And now we've got a Lothcat coming up attacking Chewie for 6. Another Lothcat doing 5 damage to the Rebel Afra. And R2 finally getting to draw a card from that terminal. And we see a card being drawn. Okay, and now we see, so that's what it was. It was excavate. It was it was survival instincts adding that extra block, but he should not have gotten the extra block from cunning because he was weakened. So, because it doesn't count the dice roll for cunning, it counts the results. So if you -1 evade result from weakened, you don't get the cunning bonus for that. But now we're seeing, let's see, the Lothcat attacking Afra into a dodge and a second dodge. Oof, 2 dodges on the pummel. And the other Lothcat going to attack Chewie, but is only going to do, it looks like 1 damage to Chewie with that auto pierce one. And yeah, Chewbacca kills the Nexu with the slam and attacks the other guy. So that was the Nexus in action. Let's move on to the next game. Survival instincts very good with Nexu, and also the evade token. I mean, with survival instincts plus an evade token on a Nexu, you're looking at +3 block, +2 evade base. That's before dice rolls, so you know that dice can add even more. All right, so we're gonna look at a couple of my games now. And let's see. We'll look at one that I just played on Friday afternoon or Friday morning. Finished on Friday afternoon. So this was a Varina Cara Dune list versus a Bosk Trandoshan Hunters list. So this was mostly trying to see what it could do with Varina in an optimized list. And you can see I've optimized it around Cara Dune though. She's kind of the centerpiece. Varina brings the Brawler trait to synergize with Cara Dune's Brawler trait, and then I have Echo Base Troopers to synergize with Trooper trait, and Z6 to synergize with Kara's Heavy Weapon trait. And we're playing on Claim the Ruins here. So Varina able to move out to claim that shield generator with a single block token, and her improvised cover ability should keep her nice and safe with +1, +2 blocks and +1 evade, at least for a turn or two. And then of course we move Cara Dune up to control the barracks. Alright, so we're going to see Cara Dune do some stuff here. Excavates my planning. Call the Vanguard. Going for the Trandoshan to kill it. And then moves back. Now I thought I was safe here, but I didn't count my spaces correctly. So I thought I was safe from indiscriminate fire. So here's Bosk. Again, just recosted this season from his Season 4 rework, although he did get Trandoshan Terror as well. So now I'm going to play Trandoshan Terror and Tools for the Job on this attack on this Echo Base Trooper. And not going to get a whole lot of protection from 3PO here. Even though I do have a +1 block, and I am immune to his Pierce 2, which is nice, but just no surges. Just does a ton of damage here. 3, 4, 6, +5, 11 damage, -4. Did he actually kill? Oh yeah, because he discards to Bib Fortuna to get the kill. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, -4, 7. Yeah, so he was one short of killing, so Bib Fortuna comes in with the +1 damage to give him the kill on that Echo Base Trooper. Which would normally not be possible for Bosk. And then Indiscriminate Fire lets him deal 2 damage to each figure within 2 spaces of the Echo, which is pretty much all of my list. So the rest of my list takes 2 damage. So that was 10 damage. So that was 8 damage to the Echo Base, and then 10 damage total built up to the rest of my list. Plays Opportunistic here, which lets him get up next to 3PO to play Grizzly Contest to deal the last 2 damage. Takes 2 damage on Bosk for that, because of course he's just going to recover it, and then uses the second action to move back to safety. So I lost an Echo Base and 3PO there, plus took a bunch of damage. So that was pretty sweet for Bosk. We've got some other stuff. We're going to go through, we're going to kind of speed through Cara Dune here. Trandoshan kills my Z6 with Assassinate, refocuses. Alright, so now I've got to play with Varina. So Varina uses Urgency here. Now, unfortunately for me, I guess in this matchup, the only good target for Varina's close quarters is Dr. Afra, who has 3 dice. The rest of my opponent's list has only 2 dice attacks, and they are modified in other ways. So I go for the Urgency to get right up next to this Trandoshan. And I'm trying to kill this Trandoshan before he can activate. So my goal here is focused. And I wonder, did I do this right? I should have been focused, right? So yeah, so blue, red, yellow, plus a green for the focus. So I think what happened, he should have removed the defense dice there. Yeah, there we go. So with that, unfortunately, just not a great roll for Varina there. So doing 3, 4, 5 damage, and then I have to choose if I want to. I guess I get to do the fighting knife, and so I do 7 damage to the Trandoshan, just short of a kill, which is not too bad for for 3 dice attacker, but not what I was hoping for. So I have Parting Blow. So here's where I make a mistake. I go for the Parting Blow, looking for a fight to Parting Blow Bib Fortuna, and then hoping that I can finish off the Trandoshan with a Fighting Knife. Because if I get at least 1 surge, then I will try Fighting Knife to kill the Trandoshan guaranteed, right? Because it's roll a red die. What I should have done here is I should have just gone for the guaranteed kill on the Trandoshan, and attacked it, because I did not roll a surge. So that was a huge mistake. Not only that, I don't even get the kill on Bib. I only do 4 damage thanks to the power token. So if I had done this to the Trandoshan, I would have stopped it from activating. So big mistake there on my part. That's something to keep in mind with Varina. If you are banking on the fighting knife, don't get greedy like I did. Just kill the figure you're trying to target. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for Varina, I think. I don't think there was anything else she really did. He didn't really attack her this whole game because I'm next to his terminal there. So I'm still getting that bonus improvised cover. We do see Bosk attacking here, doing a healthy amount of damage. 6 damage to Varina. Oh yeah, I screwed up, or it's not to Varina, to Cara Dune. Screwed up here too. With my Cara movement. I could have gone one further to smash, kill Bib, and then kill his Afra. But instead I parting blow Afra, who dodges my parting blow attack. Really rough for me there. Let's see, does Varina do anything else this game? So Varina moves up. Plays Grizzly Contest to kill this regular Jawa. And then close quarters. Oh no, I didn't close quarters, I just did a regular attack. So that's 4 damage, and then fighting knife for 2 more. So 6 damage from an unfocused Varina attack, which is not bad, honestly, but you do have to be adjacent. So and I think that's going to be it for that one, and that is all I have. So thanks everybody for watching. I probably went a little long with that one because I did almost a full game log review of those first 2. But that was some highlights from last week. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll catch you later.